Hi everyone, my name is Haley. I'm a senior at ASU majoring in healthy lifestyle coaching, and I want to talk to you about the body images of women, specifically targeting how the media can influence body images. You might have seen commercials on TV, such as Dove, that promote body equality among women, and they have models of all shapes and sizes, and that's great because this is a very big issue in today's society. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, and you've never felt this insecurity because you have this pressure to feel or to look beautiful compared to the women that are around you and in the media and in magazines, then I'll walk you through a short scenario of how a woman might become insecure. So say you're scrolling on Twitter one day and people are ranting on about the Victoria's Secret fashion show that just happened. Girls are retweeting the pictures saying #goals, and guys are replying to the pictures saying I'm in love with heart eyes. That was my impression of an emoji. And you look at these pictures, and these women are in barely any clothing. Their boobs are perky. They have no cellulite on the back of their legs. Their legs don't even touch when they walk down, the runway. And you notice that their lips are perfect, and their pearly white smile. And I'm not taking away from the beauty of these women. They are beautiful, but we should be able to recognize their beauty without it hurting our own perception of our own looks. So later on, you're getting ready to go out with your friends, and you are trying to do your makeup, and maybe you subconsciously, because of those images that you saw, you're trying to line your lips bigger, and you end up looking like a clown, and you're frustrated, and you have to wipe it all off. And then you're putting on an outfit, and you put on a tight dress because you want to impress somebody maybe, or you just want to look great. And you start to stare at yourself, and you're looking at different angles, and you're turning, and you're posing, and you're sucking in your stomach, and then you start pinching at an area maybe you don't feel confident in. And all of a sudden, you realize that you're taking out the dress and you're bailing on a night that could be potentially fun because you just don't have it in you to get dressed and go out in public anymore because you're so afraid of the way that you look. So I felt like this a lot, actually. I've suffered from a severe eating disorder when I was 17. I was actually hospitalized for it. After extensive treatment and therapy, I was able to make a 100% recovery, which I'm very, very thankful for. But it was very stressful because I didn't even realize what I was putting my body through. I didn't realize how much it was actually affecting my health and how sick I was. And ever since then, I'm able to recognize little signs and symptoms in girls around me that kind of were the same way that I was, that maybe are so obsessed with working out or so obsessed with eating healthy and don't allow themselves to have any carbs or any sugar, and it starts to affect you socially. So I've actually been able to reach out and help a few girls that I've noticed these things in, and I take a lot of pride in that. So on that note, I was curious to see among my friends, my team actually, which is the ASU Spirit Squad, to see, just conduct a little experiment. So I pulled each of the 37 girls out individually, and I asked them one yes or no question. I said, "Are you satisfied with your body?" Every single girl said no, which is crazy for me because some of the girls on my team could be Victoria's Secret models. And there is a little bit of extra pressure here, considering that we are the cheerleaders at ASU, so we were in tight uniforms in front of an audience on a weekly basis. But I still find it significant. So going back to how the media can cause this, we see these images and we apply that to the way that we look at other women. So if you're around a group of women, a conversation that you might hear is, "Oh my gosh, that girl really needs to get her eyebrows done," or "Oh my gosh, look at her roots." And it's horrible because we should be able as women to recognize things like this. Like maybe you do look at somebody and notice, "Oh, her roots are grown out, but look at her arms. She definitely works out." Instead of turning to your friend and pointing out her eyebrows or her hair, maybe point out her arms and just say, "Look at those girls' arms. I want those arms. Let's start working out." And creating a positive turn to the conversation. We, as women, tend to judge each other harder than we think that we're getting judged. So we're so caught up in impressing men on, in most cases, if not women, that we don't realize the way that we're actually talking to each other. I want to challenge you now to think of yourself as your best friend the next time you get ready. Because if you have a best friend and you've been getting ready with her before, I'm sure it's happened where one girl is having a bad night or something and she goes, "This dress makes me look huge," or "Oh my gosh, my hair is so ugly. I need my nails done or I can't go out." Whatever it is. And you don't sit there and say, "Yeah, actually, you're right." because then she probably wouldn't be your best friend anymore. But you fight with them until they feel better. And that's exactly what I'm trying to promote within yourself. I need you next time that you look in the mirror and maybe you find a spot that you don't like and you're focusing on your insecurity, and I need you to tell yourself that you're being silly, that you are not flawless, but you are beautiful. And I need you to, argue with yourself to the point that you finally feel okay. And if you still feel like these areas, like you was really bugging you, then work towards it. Make it a goal. Make it a goal to not feel that way when you look in the mirror. Challenge yourself, because you are so much more than your flaws. And I think us women could really make a change in this generation and then for generations to come and restore this natural beauty that we have within ourselves. So that's my speech. Thank you for listening. Bye.